If you have a child or have ever encountered one on the street or in a forest, then you know that they have short attention spans. And if you are going to play a game with a child or multiple children, then you better have a game that you can explain quickly and jump right into playing. Titles from HABA are often particularly good at this, as with, for example, Castle Knights, a game in which you work together with the other players to grab blocks with an elastic device and stack them into a tower. Or Tier Alf Tier, Animal Upon Animal, in which you are trying to stack animals. Not particularly in a tower, but stack those animals and don't knock them over. Or Rhino Hero Jr., which is a spin-off of Rhino Hero, in which you are stacking things into a tower. You might notice a theme so far, but you can also go the other way, as with Funkelschatz das Drakenei, in which you are trying to knock gems out of a tower. Take the tower apart in order to have gems fall and complete order cards. Something that is also happening in a somewhat similar way in Hammer Time, a game in which you are going to whack a box with a hammer in order to have gems fall off. It sounds so silly when you put it that way. Actually, it's still silly after you play it. Here are the components of Hammer Time, with the box bottom serving as an important element of gameplay. Before your first game, you apply this mouse pad material to the bottom of the box, and it will stay this way until the end of time. To set up, pour the gems from the bag onto the playing area. Each person has 4 minecart cards. We've got the hammer. All right, deck of task cards with 1 task revealed and a die that's used for a variant. So we'll put that aside for now. Everyone's going to reveal their top card, and this shows you the combination of gems that you must collect to remove this card from play. And the first player who removes all 4 of their cards wins. On a turn, take the hammer and whack the box. If I'm this player here looking for red or green gems, well, there's a red or green collection over here. Maybe I want to... I knocked off only 2. You look at the task card in play, and this task card shows you want to collect or knock off an odd number of gems. You've got dwarves, I guess, with sacks with 1 left over. I have an even amount, so I do not collect the task card. I get a green gem, put it on my card, and that's it, and then drop the other one somewhere on the box. Now, you can move things around as you wish. Only 2. Black, you never collect the black one. Blue goes on here. This guy also wants blue and yellow. Maybe I give it more of a whack. However, if you knock off 9 or more gems, you get nothing. You don't get to complete your card. I had 3 of each that I needed, but I knocked off too many, so none for me. I am punished. You can't just whack the box across the room and then scoop everything up off the floor. You have to take it slowly and try to get everything you want in a precise manner. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. And I've got 1 of each. So I get 1 of each. I complete this card. This goes out of play. Everything goes back on top. I reveal my new card and continue. Now, you can move the box around and rotate it and do what you wish. Still, no one has gotten this. The white, or the clear, is a joker. Use it how you wish. Move it around if you need to. I'm trying to show a task card here, just so you can see what it's like. And that's too many. There you go. Next player. There you go. Finally. 3 gems. An odd amount. When you collect the task card, you flip it over, and it gives you a clear gem that you can use as a joker to complete a cart. You don't place it right now, but if at the end of your turn, you would be able to spend these clear ones to complete a card, you do so. And reveal the next one, and now if someone gets 6, 7, or 8 gems, they collect this. So you have different incentives for what to collect. The odd or even ones that you're going to have are somewhat random. 1, 2, or 3 is a little easier to manage than getting 6, 7, or 8, or knocking off 2 black gems, where you don't collect the gems, but you will get this task card. And there are even ones as well. So you're going to, at most, complete a card on a turn. You can't carry them over to the next card. And if you complete 4 cards, well, you complete the round, so everyone has the same number of turns. And then if you were the only one to have completed 4 cards, you win. If multiple people have done so, who has the most task cards left over, unused on their gem side? That player wins. And if that's a tie, well, then you're tied. Shake hands and dance in a circle. There's a quick run through of Hammer Time, which I played twice on our review copy from Haba, once with 2 players, once with 3, and it delivers exactly what it promises. You take a hammer and you hit a box to try to knock gems off and score. That's it. There's not much to the concept. There's not much to explore in terms of how you'll get better over time. It's delivering a concept to you, something you have probably not thought about doing previously. I don't know if you've thought about knocking a box and having things fall off, and how to do it precisely so you get exactly the things you want to fall off a box. Probably not, but if you like the sound of that, well, now there is a packaged way to have that experience. Or, of course, you can take a box at home and put something on it and take a hammer of your own and knock things off. Sure, you could do that. So part of the joy of having games like this is you take this concept that you never would have considered and put it out there for people to try and see who's the best, who is challenged and can prove their skill at something you never would have imagined doing before. Although that's the description of most games, because a trick-taking game as well is a pretty strange concept when you divorce it from all the other things. If you've never heard of a trick-taking game, then it seems extremely bizarre. This is just bizarre in a different manner. So I mentioned there is a die for a variant, and you might be able to guess what that variant is if you have played games along this line where you have some sort of physical challenge. Usually the die introduces, or there's a variant that introduces some level of difficulty where you can't do the thing you want to do. So at the start of your turn, you'll roll the die, and based on the color, you will do what it says in the rule book that is also conveniently depicted around the edge of the box. Like this guy here cannot use his thumb, so you just have to hold the hammer differently. Or this one has his hand injured, so he has to use his opposite hand, which you do too. Or you put your head on the table, so it's harder to see what you're trying to get. Or you have to hit the box with your eyes closed. You have to use the back side of the hammer. Maybe you poke it quickly or slap it along those lines. Or you just use your fist. That's it. You just have different challenges. Use the tools available in different ways. And then when you're done, you're going to package the game up with the box bottom in here. And now you've got the pad on the bottom ready to go. Gotta get back in the ASMR at some point.